If you're new to Barre, so am I. Let's start here. All you need is a study chair, your kitchen counter works just fine, and a mat. We'll start with a quick warm-up. Find a stance that feels steady for you and begin. Inhale as you bend into a plie and rise up, hands overhead. No rush. Take your time settling in. We'll add in a flat back and then melt into a ragdoll, rolling all the way back up to standing. 2 more like that. Inhale, plie, flat back, ragdoll your way up to standing. Great, moving on, we warm up the spine, circling the arms all the way up and around towards the floor. Switch sides. Circle them arms all the way up and around. Switch sides. Good job. Move on. Arms crisscross and flat back. Arms crisscross in front of you. Flat back, forward. Crisscross, flat back. Alternating the arms when you crisscross and flat back. From here, forward fold, holding your elbows together, bobbing side to side or up and down. Great. Drop your hands to the floor and heel toe your feet together. Rising up slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae. Come up to standing. Heels connect, toes turn out. Inhale, arms lift as the toes open. Exhale, arms lower as the toes close. A few more like that. From here, left toes point out, lower into a plie or a sumo squat to the left and rise up back to center. Lower into a plie and rise up to center. Plie and come back to center. Plie, come back to center. We're going to pulse the squat and then point out the toe again and come back to center. Opening and closing the toes, engaging the arms. Next, you're gonna point out the toes on your right leg, and then you're going to plie and sumo squat to the right side. Great. Plie and come back to center. Plie and come back to center. On your next plie or squat, we're going to pulse that for a few counts. And then point out your toes and come back to center. Good job. Next, we're gonna lower into a plie, rise up, lifting the heels off the ground. Plie and lift up. Plie, lift those heels up off the ground. Next, we're going to pulse the squat once more. So lower down, steady, and pulse. Hands can come forward, hands can go to the side, lower the arms, adjust accordingly, rise up, and forward fold all the way to the ground as we set up for plank. Good job. Find your plank, knee dips, one on each side as we move on into alternating toe taps, then alternating leg lift. So tap, leg lift, toe tap, and then leg lifts. Toe tap, and leg lifts. If this feels a bit heavy for you, as it is for me, you can always come into a child's pose to rest up. Otherwise, keep going. Keep breathing, keep going. Alternating toe taps, toe tap, and leg lifts. One more. And then set back into a plank, and then we're going to pulse that plank forward and back, forward and back. When you're ready, we're going to do double knee dips. So dip the knees and rise up again to plank. Knee dip and rise up again into plank. Knee dip, engaging your core, and rise up into plank. Catch your breath in downward facing dog. No, just a teeny tiny breath. And then we'll lower down and lie on our backs, setting up for crunches. We're going to start with reverse crunches. So crunching up, make sure the chin is close to your chest and you're lifting just the shoulder blades off the ground. So tapping the feet on the floor as you crunch up and down. And then extend the legs, opening and closing at the top while you crunch. As you crunch up, you open the legs, close, then bring that crunch down. Crunch up, straighten the legs, open, close, and relax back down. Open. From here, we're going to do alternate knee and elbow touch, so bicycle crunches. Great. You're gonna hold the crunch here. And then we're going to crunch up again, knees open and closing, hovering the feet off the floor. Good, knees open, crunch down. Good job. Open the knees. Keep your feet together so that only the knees are doing the opening and closing. Hold your crunch here, hugging your chest to your thigh, to your chest, hugging your knees to your chest. Good God. And then you're gonna do crisscross with the legs extended. Fantastic. Now we're gonna grab your chair and setting up. Step away from the chair or the counter so that your arm is straight. And then plie, turn out your toes and plie, soft bend in your knees and kick out as the left leg extended. Good job. I'm going to do side leg lifts, holding the back of the chair. I'm gonna do 8 more counts. Moving forward, we're going to add a curtsy lunge. So curtsy and then back to our starting position. Curtsy down. You can make the curtsy as deep as you can. Just a small over is also okay. So curtsy lunge and side leg lift. Good job. Let's keep going. A few more of those. And when you're ready, we're going to triple pulse the lunge and the side leg lift. So here we go. 3 times and lift 3 times. Good job. Curtsy. I hope you're feeling that burn. Now we're going to lift up to the heels and plie and kick that leg to the side. Plie on the tippy toes, remember, and side kick, and then heel back and dip. Dip, kick, dip. Kick, back, plie, back to standing kick. Plie, back to standing kick, heel back, plie, back to standing. Good. Now we're going to pulse the plie and then back up to standing. Good job. Pulse it and rise to standing. Good job. When you're ready, you're going to softly open up your knees, and open and close. Imagine you have a ball between your legs and you're squeezing it. And then let's set up to repeat everything on the other side. So we start with a soft bend on your knees and then kick out the leg. Good job. Lean into your chair to give yourself more room to kick out the leg higher if it's possible for you. Go on, moving on for a few more counts here. When you're ready, let's add in the curtsy and then kick. Curtsy lunge and kick. You can add in the arms when you can. If not, just keep your hand rested on your counter or your chair. Otherwise, keep the arms engaged. Good job. Kick out. Curtsy. Extended leg raise. Curtsy. Pulse it 3 times and then leg raise, pulse 3 times. Wonderful. My legs are on fire right now. I hope yours are too. We're not stopping here, not yet anyway. So we're going to open into that plie and kick out the side leg. Plie, kick out the leg. Plie. When you're ready, we're gonna pulse. We're going to triple pulse that plie and then back to standing. Good job. 1, 2, 3, and then we stand. 1, 2, 3, back up to standing. Feel more like that? Good job. Great. With the knees slightly bent, open and close the legs. Remember, as if you're squeezing a ball between them. Good. You can keep your hands hovering for more balance. You want to challenge that balance. And finally, we close down the class. Let's get ready to cool it down. Good job. Hold one foot behind the glutes for a quad stretch. Option to lift into a dancer's pose using the chair for support. Release the leg into a lunge. Foot flat, stretching through the calf. And we do the same thing on the other side. Hold the foot behind the glutes for a quad stretch and lift into a dancer's pose. Good job. Lower to the mat and stretch the calf muscle. Great job. When you're ready, lower to the mat. Okay, straddle your legs in front of you, bending the left leg or the right leg into your right thigh. And just stretch. And then you're going to fold back, supported by the bent knee, come back down and switch it up to the other side. You're going to come back down again and fold into that side stretch. And then fold it back, flipped back. supported by the knee. Great job. Full straddle with gentle side stretches. Switch it up to the other side. And then the middle. Stretching through your legs. And then fold the legs in. Crossing the legs in front of you as you settle into stillness. Now I must stay.